Now, tonight's adventure into the unknown.
Shut up and sit down.
You ready for your next comic? Yeah! Please welcome Frankie J!
Welcome to Sarge Approved. It's me, Sarge, and I'm here with the beautiful Frenzy. What's up, Frenzy?
Hello, how's it going?
It's going awesome. I'm excited.
I am too.
We have an awesome guest tonight, and his name is Frank James, otherwise known as Frankie J.
Hey, Frank.
What up? What up, guys? Hi, Sarge. Hi, Frenzy. What's
Hi.
up?
What's up? Thanks for joining us.
I'm glad you guys asked. I should hopefully have a really good time, I hope.
You will. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You will.
Okay.
I'm already having
Cool.
a blast.
Yeah.
So, Frank James, Frankie J,
Yes.
where are you coming to us from tonight?
I'm sitting in my bedroom, actually, in Bowie, Maryland, a suburb of Washington, D.C.
Oh, very cool.
D.C.
That's one of my places I have yet to visit. I need to go check out DC.
I went there once.
Yeah. I love D.C. As a matter of fact, I recommend it highly to every American citizen in our country to come visit at least once.
Yeah.
Their capital. It's a very beautiful city, and you'll learn a lot.
Yeah, lots of
there's
history.
a lot of black people here.
I went there. I visited DC back in like 2002, maybe 2001, 2002, when I was in basic training at the time for the Army, and I had a little leave. I think it was around, it might have been 4th of July, and I went out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was stationed in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, at Fort Jackson. And you're from there, aren't you? You're from Columbia.
Yeah.
Yes, that's my hometown, Columbia, South Carolina. Wow, small world.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
And so I took a little vacay a little farther to the East Coast there, and went and saw D.C. and went to like Virginia, West Virginia? No, Virginia.
Nice.
Virginia, like Fredericksburg and stuff.
Yeah.
But D.C. was beautiful, beautiful city.
Yes, it is. Beautiful city. And I recommend to everyone to at least visit the Smithsonian, the White House, the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, that stuff like that, because it's gorgeous and very awe-inspiring.
Yeah. Makes you proud to be an American.
Right.
Exactly.
America.
Unfortunately, our president doesn't think so. So anyway.
Yeah, whatever. Well, we should do a little shout out then to Columbia, South Carolina. What up, everybody?
What's up,
What
Columbia?
up, Columbia, South Carolina, to my sisters and brothers still reside in Columbia. Hi, Peeps. What's up?
What up?
Frankie J, you are an actor and a hilarious stand-up comedian. I was watching some of your sets today, and you're a funny dude. And
Thank you.
I don't just say
I like that.
I don't just say that just to stroke your ego. When I say a comedian's funny and I think they're funny, then I mean that.
Yeah, if you're not funny,
Thank
he would tell you.
I would. I watch some of your stuff and I like you. You seem like a good person, but you're not that funny.
Well, Sarge, I'm glad you like me, man. I'm very proud of that. Yeah.
Actually, what I do, if I don't think the comedian's all that particularly funny, I just won't say anything. I just won't comment.
That's good to know for future episodes, people.
Yeah. Instead of saying like you're not a funny comedian, I just
don't bring it up.
I just don't.
Just passive. That Minnesota passive aggressive attitude.
Yeah, that Minnesota nice.
That is funny, man.
Let's pause a second so that we can hear a word from our sponsor.
Shut up.
Hey, this is Frenzy here to talk to you about National Survival Center. This is the place where you can purchase all of your outdoor camping gear and supplies, survival kits, disaster preparedness supplies, bug out bags, and even survival food. All with some of the lowest prices on the internet and free shipping on almost everything. You can depend on National Survival Center to provide you with the highest quality gear paired with superior customer service. And when you purchase your gear from National Survival Center, you're not only getting a great product, but you're receiving products that have all been hand tested to ensure that they'll be reliable, durable, and that they'll function properly. So whether you need some gear for a family camping adventure or maybe you want to stock up for the zombie apocalypse, National Survival Center can provide you with the quality products you're looking for. You can find them at www.nationalsurvivalcenter.com or www.survivedon'tsuffer.com. Either way, don't suffer. Make sure you survive.
Simple things, bros, no grab it. All things will never die. I was sorry with the people. No bad. Ow. Simple things, bros, no grab it.
Welcome back.
That was a really good commercial.
How'd you like that commercial?
I liked it a lot.
Isn't that awesome?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Brought to you by Silence.
Yes.
All right, let's get into this thing.
Yeah.
Huh?
So you've been really busy lately, right? With all the things you have going on.
Yes, I have been. I've been working on a couple of TV projects, a couple of movie projects, and I constantly try to stay busy because, time is short.
Yes.
And time waits for no man. So
yeah,
you got to hit the iron while it's hot, I say.
I like it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, in the last couple of weeks, I've worked on HBO's Veep and House of Cards.
I saw a video of you standing beside Julia Dreyfus. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, damn, that's Elaine.
Yeah.
That's Frank right there with Elaine.
Right. That was a great scene. As a matter of fact, it was shot at Haynes Point here in D.C.
Okay.
And those wind, turbines behind her, the windmills, they are not actually there.
Oh, they're not?
Those blue screened in, no.
Wow.
Those blue screened in post-production. Yeah.
Cool. That's cool.
The only thing out there is water, and that's it. There's no wind turbines.
There's no wind turbines that aren't functional.
Yeah.
No. Exactly. That was the actual joke.
Yeah. They're just sitting there still.
Right. I actually love that show. It's a great crew to work for. Very nice people, and they treat you well.
Good.
That's always good. I've definitely heard stories where you can end up with a crappy set of people that you're working with, and the whole situation is just miserable.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to binge watch Veep. I think it seems like a good series to.
Where do you find that at?
It's on HBO. I think it's pretty much
HBO.
So you have So
you have to have HBO,
like HBO Go or
something
like that.
Mm-hmm. But it's
maybe we should get that at the studio or something.
We could probably set it up on the Roku or something.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Down like 4 flat tires. Down like a frown on a clown.
And I love Netflix House of Cards, man. With Kevin Spacey.
Yes, he's amazing.
Yeah.
That's such a good show.
Robin Wright, who plays his wife.
Yeah.
She's an outstanding actress.
Yeah, she is.
Did you know that she played Jenny in Forrest Gump?
I did know that.
Jenny. Oh, exactly. That is such a weird thing. You should say that.
Why?
Because that's how I started. No, that's one of the inspirations that got me started doing, acting. The movie Forrest Gump.
Oh, it's such a great movie.
It's so good.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of my top 5.
I was a background actor for a scene when they filmed it at the reflecting pool in D.C. It was one of the coldest days. I remember that. And we had like about 200 extras on set. I was one of those 200. And from that scene, it looks like about 20,000 people surrounding the reflecting pool. And Jenny, played by Robin Wright, she runs across the reflecting pool. She's in it. And then Tom Hanks sees her and yells out, Jenny! Jenny! And he runs through the crowd and runs toward her. Jenny! Exactly. Well, when he runs through the crowd, he stops in this one scene, and when he stopped, it just so happens I was just standing right there in the scene, and that captured me. I was like, wow, I'm standing next to Tom Hanks, and there's Robin Wright like 10 feet from him, and it was like awesome. I knew then I'm going to keep doing this.
That's
I did it with a fluke. But I said, man, I'm going to keep doing this. And so happens now, I've actually had a couple other scenes now with Robin Wright on Netflix.
That's so crazy.
I mean, House of Cards. Isn't that the weirdest thing?
That is the weirdest thing, but that's
really cool.
you were supposed to be there at that moment. That was what was supposed to happen.
We gotta find
Exactly.
that.
Can I bore you for a second?
No, you're not going to bore us, but
Yes.
please go on.
Bore me.
Okay. Now, like I said, there's only about 200 people as background actors that day. And to get that scene, to make it look like 20,000 people, they would film us in one little block, then tell everyone, okay, move back. We move back about 10 feet. They'd film that.
Wow.
Move back. And they do that around their entire reflecting pool. And while they do that, they may say, give me your sign. You take the sign, take off that shirt. You give me that shirt, take off the hat. It was like a mad scene that took about 8 hours to film to make those 200 people into 20,000. It was just an amazing thing.
That's so cool for you to be able to see kind of the production side of filming and things like that most people don't ever even know about.
That was an amazing thing. But anyway, from that, I kept going.
Yeah.
There you go.
I suppose nowadays for shots like that, they probably use CGI to.
I'm sure they do.
To do big crowds.
Yeah, but that's
yes.
But
I'm sure they do. But in 1994, no, they did not.
No, they did not. But did you have a feeling in your heart that like that movie was going to be as amazing as it ended up being? Like, did you kind of just know? I mean,
no, not originally. I did not think so because it just seemed like a very odd movie. But once I actually saw it, the whole production, I was like, oh my God, it was totally awesome.
Yeah.
Totally awesome.
Best ever.
But anyway.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you obviously started your career doing stand-up first as a comedian. That's kind of how you got into the whole scene. Okay. And when did you start that? How long ago was that?
I started that on my birthday back in the very, very late 1980s.
Okay.
I was very intoxicated for my birthday, and we were happy to be at an open mic. And one of my friends say, Frankie, I guarantee you will not get on that stage. I bet you whatever. I was like,
watch this.
Exactly. And I went up there totally, intoxicated. But I had a great time. Luckily, I did not get thrown out. So I thought, hey, it kind of got the bug. It kind of bit me, and I continue to do that.
That's good. When's your birthday?
April 30th.
April 30th.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yeah, it's coming very soon.
So did you just wing it then? Did you not have any prepared material?
No. I had the power of vodka.
Yes.
Exactly.
Vodka wrote my jokes that night.
Yeah, vodka's a good helper.
It did. It did.
Do you remember what kind of stuff you talked about during that, or do you even remember the set at all?
He woke up Russian. He woke up Russian the next day from all the vodka.
I think I told this story, but for the life of me, guys, I don't remember what it was.
That's okay.
All I know was it made the people laugh, and I survived the night. So, but what the story was, I'm sure it's something about being intoxicated. That I do remember. Something about being intoxicated. What that was, I have no idea.
Who is it we were talking to? We had a guest on recently that said their first time they were wasted and they don't even remember. Like they were wasted. Was it Nathan McIntosh? Was it him? I can't remember. They said the first time they went on stage, they were somewhere and they got completely wasted, and they agreed to do a set like the next night for his first time getting on stage. Like he did not remember agreeing to get on stage the following night.
I believe that.
So like the next day, he gets a call like, "Oh, you got your show tonight at 8:00 or whatever," and he's like, "Oh, okay."
I guess I'll be there. I should probably start drinking again.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, after that, I started doing what they call open mics, where you can just go and get about 5 to 7 minutes to try out material, and I just kept doing that. And one of my favorite spots was this place called the Comedy Cafe on K Street on downtown Washington, D.C., ran by the owner, Dan Harris. Fabulous guy. Can't stand it. Anyway, no, I'm kidding. Dan's a fabulous guy. And Dan ran a very tight ship. The Comedy Club was upstairs. Then the second floor, the main floor, they had a very nice bar restaurant. In the basement, they had a strip bar. So, of course, it was like the perfect place, man. The perfect place. So anyway.
It has all the perfect things.
Yeah. After working the circuit for a couple of years, Dan Harris, the owner of Comedy Cafe, asked me, says, Frankie, would you want to, like, host, at the cafe? I was like, of course, because at that time, all the comics wanted to host there because it's like the primo comedy spot back then. So, of course, I said, sure. But normally, Dan was, hire you just for that one weekend, and he'd, like, circulate the comics through there. Mm-hmm. When I got my turn, the weirdest thing, Dan says, Frankie, I want you to stay. And he let me host there for an entire year, every weekend. It was awesome.
That's
Believe
so
me,
cool.
it was awesome.
I bet.
Yes, and I met some great, comedians, like at the time, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, Larry the Cable Guy, people like that.
Wow.
Awesome people, man.
Very cool.
So you got to meet some of those big names when they were still kind of fresh to the scene, right?
Exactly. Wow. Exactly. Yes.
That's very
but
cool.
I had a great time. Unfortunately, I made a lot of enemies of other comedians because of that.
Oh, really?
Because for that,
really?
Why?
Yeah, because of that 1 year, I worked there. The other comedians could not work there. Because I took the job. Because normally Dan would rotate it every weekend.
And you were booked out for a
he
year.
Liked me. I don't know why. To this day, I don't know why Dan liked me. But Dan never did that ever. And actually, once I left, he never did it again. It was the weirdest thing.
Huh.
But for that 1 year, he's like, "Yo, man, this is your thing. Do it."
Yeah,
and it was the greatest.
It's probably because you're legitimately funny, and you just seem like a good guy. I mean, you.
Oh, thank you, Sarge.
But
anyway, that was an amazing thing.
That's very cool.
Wow, that sucks though. If you get those comics that get jealous and he's taking away my spotlight. Wow.
Exactly.
How about be supportive instead?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way.
No.
Right. And to make matters worse, I'm just going off now. You guys got me talking.
Yeah, so good. That's what we want.
To make matters worse, at the time, I actually had a regular job with the federal government, so I was actually doing stand-up. It's like part-time, right?
Yeah,
and
you were at the Department of Labor, right? Doing
exactly.
Yeah.
And some of the other comics, this was their main gig. Comedy was their ticket, their meal ticket. So it didn't help the situation much. Is my point. But anyway.
Yeah,
well,
that
just goes to show that if you're a comedian that's wanting to get out there, you can still have a 9-to-5, and if you put in the
that's
work.
Very true.
Yeah, they're sitting there like, who's this dude working a 9-to-5 job and he's taking all the comedy spots?
Exactly.
How the hell is he doing this? How is he pulling this off?
Right. And at the time, guys, as I got to host every weekend, I met these great comics. I guarantee you, I would say most of them would say, Frankie, you should, come, man, let's go to New York or L.A. Don't be stuck in D.C. because, you only had this basically one basic club, the Comedy Cafe. And I was like, well, no, I have a job that pays the rent and I have a car, I have debt. And honestly, I didn't have any balls. That's
a scary
job. And sometimes I look back.
That's scary.
Excuse me?
It's scary. It's a scary
because
jump
they want
to
me
take.
to step out on faith, to go to New York without a job. Are you kidding me? You want me to go to L.A. with no real job?
Yeah.
No, I like eating. I like shelter.
Yeah, you don't want to live out of your car.
Exactly.
Hashtag Jaron Chase.
So,
yeah.
But I went through that, and sometimes, I wish, sometimes I thought, man, I should have left and do it, but some of the same people are now, big, really big. But anyway, I did not. I stayed here, did my job, and I continued to do stand-up and until I met my wife, my present wife, Miss James, lovely woman.
Hello, Miss James.
Hey, Miss James.
Anyway, some nights I'd come home, very late at night, like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be slightly intoxicated sometimes, and And on occasion, women would say, Frankie, you're so funny. Let me buy you some drinks. Of course, I would say yes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it would get a little friendly, but just friendly. You know what I mean? Just friendly.
Yeah.
And my wife said, that's going to stop.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yes. Oh, yes. That is going to stop.
Oh, no.
So, honestly, for 15 years, I stopped doing comedy.
What?
You stopped for 15 years?
No, seriously, 15 years. Wow. I went to work. I came home. I went to work. I came home. I lived the normal, basic 9-to-5 federal employee who lives in the suburbs of D.C.
Yeah.
If you needed a poster of that person, that would be me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I did it for 15 years, and during that 15 years, I was working at the Department of Labor. Lovely place. I love my old job, and I love my people that work there. So, but that's another story. But anyway, I am working 9 to 5, and my wife, she retires. As a matter of fact, she retired from the Department of Labor, where I actually met her, and she had been retired now for about 6 years. But I was still working. So for those 6 years, she had developed a routine at home. I was like, great. But when I retired and I came home, I kind of messed all that up. Her routine, that was done.
Yeah.
So she says, you should get the hell on out of here and do something. So now I'm free to roam, so to speak. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. So
exactly.
So when
exactly. Now we're home together and we're both retired. She loves that I leave the house. Yeah, go.
She's like, get out of here.
Yes, please go do something. Get away from me, please. Because we're here like 24/7. So
yeah.
That's why.
So how long ago was that you jumped back into the comedy scene?
I've been back now a little over 3 years.
Okay.
About 3 years.
You made his triumphant return.
Close.
Yeah. Well, I've always thought about that as far as like retirement. Like my dad is 63, and he has done kind of the slow retirement where he's been like, well, I'm going to start taking Fridays off this year, and then the next year I'm going to take Mondays and Fridays off. So he's kind of doing the more like gradual retirement because he didn't think that he could just completely retire and not work, and he felt like he would be bored. And they have grandkids and stuff. I have sisters and they have kids and stuff. So obviously, like, they do the whole grandparent thing. But I feel like when I'm at the point in my life where I'm going to be retirable, I guess, which probably won't be till I'm like 75. But I feel like it'd just be weird to not just. I guess I don't have to go to work now. What am I going to do? So that's cool that you were able to kind of reestablish those passions that you had and get going on it. And you've been super successful doing it, and along with the acting stuff too.
Thank you. I agree with that 100%. I am much happier now, and I get to, chase a dream I had put on hold for over 15 years. So I think I'm due, so to speak. Mm-hmm. And I'm really enjoying it, and I'm trying to keep constantly busy. There's no project too small, no project too big, to try.
Yeah.
I highly recommend that to anyone chasing a dream, be it acting, comedy, whatever.
Yep. Dip your toes in all of the things.
Yeah, wade across that reflecting pool.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Just jump right into that reflecting pool like Jen A.
Jen A.
Exact Jen A. That is too funny, man.
So you, during that hiatus from comedy, you were still dabbling with the acting, though, correct?
Yes, a little here and there, yes. Yes, I was. Wow. I've done episodes of For My Man on TV One. Yep. Also, there's a new spinoff from that now called For My Woman. And both programs are reenactments of real crimes, normally very violent crimes.
Okay.
Yeah, we're like, For My Woman, it's about like a guy who did some crazy criminal stuff for his woman, or I'm assuming.
Exactly.
Basically.
Exactly.
I saw a couple of clips of one of those. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was For My Woman.
Okay.
I saw some clips of you in there. And then you've got a long list of things that you've been in. You've got that Copycat Killers.
Yes. Copycat Killers. It's actually a reenactment of the DC Sniper. Are you familiar with this story?
Oh,
Really?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was during a really crazy time in the DC area where these two guys were
Yeah, that was in 2002.
shooting randomly people from their hood of their, from the trunk of their car, which is
So
very
crazy.
scary.
Yeah, I remember that. What was that like living in the DC area when that was going on?
Honestly, because some of the murders occurred not too far from where I live, when I would go pump gas, I would be stooping behind my car.
Yeah, I could imagine
No,
people
seriously.
had been terrified because people were getting sniped at random, just complete
Exactly,
random
random
victims.
people.
There was people pumping gas that got sniped, weren't there?
Exactly. So when I go to the gas station, I would literally stoop behind my car
I don't
to try to
blame
be
you.
like a shield. So, and that's the, in the beginning, there had all these reports that they were on the lookout for a suspicious white van. How come there's always some suspicious white vans? Like some TV crap.
Yeah.
A lot of white vans. Windowless white vans at that. So anyway, anytime a white van would go by, people just be freaking out, man. So, including me. I'd be freaking out over that. But anyway, that was a couple of rough weeks until they actually found these people.
Yeah, it was about
But
like
anyway.
20 days or something
Didn't
like
they
that, right?
shoot at some kids too near the end? There?
Yes, they
Yeah.
shot at some kids. And matter of fact,
That's
the school is not too far from where I live. Exactly.
Wow.
So, exactly.
Oh,
But
that's
anyway,
crazy.
there's also a victim. These two black guys were at a bus stop. They were sitting on the bench waiting for the bus, and they were just talking. And one of them got shot right in the head. So that is me. I'm the victim in that scene.
Oh, you get shot in the head?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, man. Outstanding makeup, by the way. I'm just saying.
I'm sure.
How does that work? Did they have? How does that scene work out when you get shot in the head? Is that some CGI that they used for that, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Post-production CGI, yes. And a little bit of makeup to look like a bullet hole in the center of my head. And the makeup artist on set that day did an outstanding job.
That's awesome.
So
I feel like I would be blinking the whole, I'd be laying there, I could probably do it, but then my eyes would be when your eyes don't fully close and you can kind of see them moving a little bit. That would be me. Oh yeah, you suck, Frenzy. You're not a good actress.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I did play an actual dead body. Other than that particular scene, of course, I got shot in the head. I died. But in another scene, I played a dead body on for my woman. And maybe one of the clips you actually saw. And people always ask me, well, Frank, when you play a dead person, isn't that easy? I'm like, well, not necessarily. It may seem easy, but it's not. And let me explain that. In this particular episode, it was about this mortician. He had a twin brother, and they would give these elaborate funerals where they have dancing and hip-hop music, and they are very popular. And their specialty, other than these very whacked-out funerals, they would cremate bodies. But in order to save money, they stopped paying the crematoriums.
What?
Yeah, so once they stopped paying the crematoriums, of course, the crematoriums refused to take their bodies. And because they wouldn't take their bodies, they started stacking up the dead bodies in a 2-car garage.
What?
This literally happened. So they had 20 to 25 dead bodies stacked all on the floor of this 2-car garage.
Just rotting? How long did they have these bodies in there for?
One of them had been there for so long, over a year. They had been infested by bugs, insects.
Oh, jeez.
But anyway,
I'm
sorry. In this particular, sorry. Go ahead, Johansson. In this particular scene, is extremely cold day, and we're filming actually into a 2-car garage, and we as dead bodies are laying on the concrete floor of the car garage, and it is like 20 degrees. And all we have on is basically underwear and a sheet. It was freaking cold.
I bet.
We are shivering, and it's very, very hard to not shiver when they're filming you for that brief. Yes, and we had to stay like that for like 45 minutes while they shoot this scene that took about, 4 minutes.
Wow.
But to lay there like that, it was very exhausting and damn cold. So it's very hard not to shiver when the camera's on you.
Did they at least have like blankets and stuff for when you were done? You could just wrap up yourself afterwards, warm up?
Right. They had space heaters off in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just had to be like, I see you, space heater. I'm coming for you as soon as I'm done.
Exactly.
That's so
So that was not...
So how are they doing these funerals then? If the bodies were just chilling in a garage, they
would tell them, they've sent them out to the crematorium to get ashes, and the ashes have not returned yet. But you still carry on with the funeral, with just basically an empty urn. And that's what they did.
Weird.
That's so messed up.
Yeah.
I plan on having a pretty wacky funeral though when I finally kick the bucket.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
What I'm thinking, I've been toying around with the idea of, I don't necessarily want to get buried or cremated. So what I think I'd do is, if it's even legal, fine, maybe have the funeral out in a big field, and then completely like encase my body, the casket with explosives. And I'll have one of those. Yeah, explosives. And then I want to have one of those old-fashioned, like, plunger-style detonators that you see in, like, cartoons. I know they still use them to blow up buildings. And then, like, maybe there'll be a drawing or something, and one lucky person will actually get to push down the plunger and blow me sky high.
Wow.
Right? That'd be a cool funeral, wouldn't it?
It'd be a little messy.
Yeah, I might have to.
Body parts flying everywhere.
Yeah, that's true. I might have to.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I might have to figure out.
It'd be kind of hard to have. I don't know.
You might have to be cremated.
Cremated, and they can just blow my ashes.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Put the ashes in a firework.
A mushroom cloud of my ashes all over the
floor. That'd be cool.
Why not, huh?
Yeah,
you never know, man.
You never know.
And then
here's the thing: if you actually got yourself cremated and have this big bowl of ashes, just tell your friends to bring over some pot and just roll you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Smoke me.
And we'll sprinkle some sarge in our joints. And everyone gets to tell some fascinating story about being with you while they smoke on that, sarge joint or something.
And then just order a bunch of pizza for afterwards.
Exactly.
While everybody jams out to Celebration by Kool and the Gang.
Oh, see, exactly, man. Right.
Yeah, celebrate good times. He's gone.
Oh, jeez.
See, that's funny. That is funny.
Yeah, I want my funeral to be a good time. Might as well.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate it. That's what it should be. Well, they always say it's like a celebration of life, but it's never that way.
Or maybe instead of
depressing.
Maybe instead of people getting up on stage and doing like eulogies, they could do it. Could be like a roast. People could roast me, like a comedy roast.
Yeah.
They could just tell about all the things that sucked about me.
Oh, wow.
Why not?
No.
I'm dead. I won't care.
I don't think people would do that.
That'd be fun.
Sort of a weird.
You better roast me around.
You better put that in your will, then.
Yeah, you better
so
roast
people
me.
Know.
I'll haunt anybody who comes to my funeral
geez.
and says nice things about me. I will haunt you.
It sounds like an episode of Seinfeld, Festivus. Remember that?
Yes,
Yeah.
Festivus with the pool.
Right, where everybody can just air their grievances about Sarge when he died.
Exactly.
Yeah, he owed me money. That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be a good funeral.
Exactly.
Maybe you could just have two funerals, like one for like the people that you like owed money to or like that had a beef with you, and then like the actual like people that actually liked you.
People that didn't actually know me that well.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, bad. Well, Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
Are you guys married?
No.
No?
No.
Everyone thinks me and Frenzy are together. We're just awesome
podcast buddies.
Podcast buddies, yeah.
Okay. So you're both still single then?
No, we're not single. We both have significant others, but
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We just both have a
just
love.
Curious.
Yeah, we get asked that a lot. I think it's because we just have a really good give and take.
Yes, you guys have a very good rapport, very good click. I agree.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I agree.
We both are fans of the podcasting thing and comedy in general. We actually met at a comedy club.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, see?
Yep.
She was the she was the girl that caught my attention because she was in the corner like laughing and snorting and
yeah. I when I laugh really like when I find something super funny, my laugh is hideous. It's not good.
Awesome. It's one of those laughs where you immediately hear it above all the other laughter when she thinks something's really funny. It's awesome.
Yeah. I like to say it's always when it's the laugh is funnier than the joke.
Oh, I know. We were at a comedy club.
Yes.
We were at a comedy club.
Yeah.
Was it last week? Sisyphus.
Sisyphus Brewing in Minneapolis. Yep.
We went to an open mic night, and it was a great night. The comedians were great, but there was a comedian that was waiting to get on. She waiting for her turn, and she had one of those very distinctive laughs. I can't even remember how it went, but you could hear her laugh over the entire crowd. And most of the time, people, at least I know I did, I would laugh just because she was laughing, because her laugh was so funny.
I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, some people have contagious laughter. Laughter, yes.
And then she got on stage and she was hilarious. She was a really good comic.
Yeah, she was good.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't realize that she was waiting to go on stage. I thought she was just someone in the audience, like, just hanging out and watching. And then when she went up, I was like, yes! Super pumped to listen to her set, and she was awesome.
I love when people have crazy, dorky laughs.
Yeah.
Me too.
Because it's just so, like, real, you know?
Yeah, it's genuine.
Mm-hmm.
We got off topic a little bit.
Yeah, we did a little
bit. Man.
That tends
We're just
to happen.
Having fun talking.
Yeah.
Yes, that tends to happen.
So, since you've gotten back into comedy, how much traveling do you do? Do you kind of stay in the D.C. area there, or have you ventured out at all?
Oh, yeah, I've gone to Philadelphia, New York, back home to Columbia, Atlanta, mostly up and down the East Coast.
Okay.
Yeah, not too much west, but up and down the East Coast, I still do that. Because I like to get stage time, man. It's like a drug, almost.
Yeah.
Laughter, actually, I can say that. Laughter is like a drug, and I got to have a fix. You got to get your fix in, so as much stage time as I can do to get my fix, I do.
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, I'm working this Friday in Raleigh, North Carolina. So there you go.
And where will you be in North Carolina?
It is a hotel, and I'm going to have to look that up because I'm actually going as the middle act with one of my favorite friends, Chris Thomas. You guys know Chris Thomas?
Chris Thomas, no, but I want to know Chris Thomas.
Well, anyway, he is the former mayor of Rap City on BET.
Okay.
Very funny guy, and he does a lot of really crazy, zany impressions. Really nice guy, man.
Oh, I love impressions.
I love impressions, too.
Yes, he's very good at that.
You got any impressions, Frank?
Me?
Yeah.
No, other than being a stupid, drunk old man, nothing, no. That's all about it. No, I do not do impressions. Most of my shtick, as we say, is mostly political humor, topical. I have some personal jokes, but I like to talk about, current stuff or zany situations.
Mm-hmm.
I love that bit you do about begging for money on the streets of D.C.
Oh, yes! You like that? Yes!
That's awesome.
Yes! Yeah, totally made up.
Oh, yeah.
And people ask me that. They say, Frank, wow, you went to prison? You actually robbed people? No, I've never robbed anyone. But, I pull it off pretty well, though.
Yeah, I love that bit.
Thank you. That's fun to me.
It's like sometimes I gotta beg for money on the streets of DC, but you can make a lot of money doing that. And how does it go? It's a specific approach you have.
Yes,
so
you might call it armed robbery.
It's what is it like? And white people get scared when I come up to them just because of the color of my skin and because I'm
wearing a ski mask. Yeah,
I'm wearing a ski mask.
Oh, that's good.
That's perfect.
Oh man, it's the weirdest thing. Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Oh, it's so funny. That cracked me up.
Yeah, and people actually honestly ask me, Frank, so you've robbed people? Oh, no, of course not.
I know. It's
like
that. You, as a comedian, everyone should know by now that anything a comic says on stage, you should not take seriously.
No, take it with a grain of salt.
True that.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, but it's probably people that like know you personally, and they're like, "Oh, Frankie J, I had no idea that happened to you, or that you used to do that stuff." And you're like, "Hey, listen, nope."
Well, it just blows my mind that people nowadays, there's still people every once in a while that either they take something a comic says seriously and like, oh my god, I can't believe he said that.
Oh yeah,
or,
they take it personally.
Please don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
Please do not.
What you got a horror story to tell us?
Yes. Do not. Okay.
I want to hear it.
You want to hear it? Here's the deal. There's this joke I like. I admit the joke is a little edgy, and one of the female comedians heard me do the joke on stage. The joke went over well, but the female comedian did not like it. And she, dogged me on Facebook. I mean, literally dogged me with everybody.
And
she
was
Facebook.
A comedian, too?
And she was a comedian. So, but let me, in her defense,
okay.
She considered the joke a rape joke. To me, I did not consider it a rape joke. I consider it a little edgy, but I did not consider it a rape joke.
Okay.
Though, to put it in context, here's the joke.
Okay.
I'm a married guy, but before I got married, I developed a guaranteed method to get you sex on the first date. I call it the Frankie J 3D method. The 3Ds are dinner, drinks, and duct tape.
That's harmless. That's
exactly. To me, it's harmless.
Yes.
Well, she says, "Oh, you're talking about rape?" No, I'm not. No. I have female friends before I got married. They were into stuff like that.
Yeah.
Handcuffs, you would not believe, but some. Well, anyway.
Yeah. I think she needs to lighten up because that's pretty mellow.
I'm like, are you kidding me? But there is a tagline to the joke. The tagline to the joke is, and the weird thing is, all of my dates had that same weird name, Plaintiff. So anyway, she's like, oh. But anyway, she says, Frank, Well, anyway, to make a long story short, she literally dogged me on Facebook to the point that other comedians start chiming in. All of my friends, all those comedians in the area, and it's for a while, people started taking sides and got really ugly. I mean, ugly.
Yeah,
ugly.
That's unnecessary.
Name calling and, just fully nasty stuff all on my Facebook page for a week.
Oh my gosh.
That's
stupid. For a week. You would not let it go. For a week.
That's ridiculous.
But anyway,
you're entitled to your opinion. That's fine. If that's how she felt about it. But then, let that be the end of it.
Then
you don't have to
listen to his jokes.
Right.
If you don't like his jokes, then don't listen to him.
Yeah.
You're an adult.
Thank you. Here's the deal. And so I tried to explain to the female comedian out of respect. I'm not going to mention any names. So anyway, what upset me more than anything is that she is a comedian.
Exactly.
It came from a person in the audience, and they were offended by my joke. You know what I'd have done? I was like, oh, please forgive me. I am so sorry. Can I buy you a drink? If they had walked up to me and said that, I promise you, I would have done that. But because it came from a female comedian who never approached me and says, Frank, I hate that joke because, I was molested when I was, once. I was like, I'm sorry to hear that, but I did not know that.
Yeah,
and it came to me right then. I was probably saying, you know what? I didn't do it. I was not there checking my probation officer. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Well, that's why I asked you. She was she was upset. Like before you even told me the joke, the fact that she's a comedian, like that. I don't think she should maybe call herself a comedian.
That upset me to no end. So I tried to explain to her, listen, let me explain something to you and to all of my Facebook friends at the time that I am Catholic. And I hate it when people make, tasteless jokes about my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That really ticks me off. But I'll never come up to the comedian and say, I hate that joke. You should not do it and stop doing the joke. I would never tell them that. I was like, you know what? I heard your joke. I'm going to sit. Guess what I'm going to do? Nothing. I'm just not going to laugh. I don't think it's funny, so I ain't going to laugh.
Yeah, that's it's not a big deal.
So that's why I came up with this hashtag no joke police. There is no police in jokes. Everything is on the table.
Everything's off limits. Yeah, or
everything is on, because you start saying, well, you can't tell a joke for this, a joke for that.
No.
You know what we'll end up with? We'll end up with a knock-knock joke. Knock-knock. Who's there? Nobody. Get it? Yeah. Nobody. Who's there? Nobody.
No, knock-knock. Who's there? Rape.
Exactly. Anyway, I said all that to say this. Right now on Netflix, there is a special on by Dave Chappelle.
Mm-hmm.
The new
and
ones?
Dave Chappelle did this long litany of real rape jokes.
Yeah.
A litany of real rape jokes. I was just watching it, and people would laugh. I'm looking at them like, wow, he is discussing real rape. Discussing it.
Yeah.
I tell one off-color joke, and I get beat up for a week.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Your quotation, air quotes, rape joke was very mellow when it comes to rape
exactly.
jokes.
Yeah. But that doesn't dictate, but because you told that joke, that doesn't change you as a person or dictate you as a person or you know what I mean? Like, it's just, as a comedian, like, you can tell whatever kind of joke you want to tell, but that doesn't mean that that's like, oh, okay, I guess he's a shitty person because he told a joke about that. Like, that doesn't reflect you as who you are. And that's the part, I guess, that for me, that's like, really?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's unfortunate she may have been molested when she was younger, but that's not your fault. That has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with comedy. It's if she felt weird hearing that, then she could just leave. I mean, it's she doesn't need to like make it about her. Oh, anytime anyone says anything about rape or molestation, it's I'm personally offended.
Well, yeah, and it's unfortunate that happened.
I did. I apologized to her, and I said, I am so sorry. I did not know that. And then she says, well, Frankie, I want you to stop telling a joke. I say, whoa, hold up. No, I cannot not tell the joke. As a matter of fact, I'm at the point now, I must tell the joke.
Well, yeah, it's the principle.
I must tell the joke.
Yeah.
And honestly, there have been some people, some promoters, who actually started chiming in on my Facebook page. And for that reason, because I said, I have to tell the joke. I have to, because it's no policing in jokes. I don't believe in that.
No.
So if you don't think the joke is funny, my advice to you is don't laugh. That's what I do. When I hear a joke I don't like, I think offensive, I'm not going to laugh at that. Yeah. So anyway, to make a long story short, there were some promoters, kind of blackballed me for that. It says, Frankie, that's not right.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I was like, wow.
One joke.
Political correctness has raised its ugly head.
That's
ridiculous.
Like,
Frankie, no, that's not right. You cannot. I was like, okay, I give. Sure. If you don't want to, hire me, then so what? I just won't get hired by you. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I understand. I'm not upset. I'm not mad. That's what you think.
That's just
then that's fine.
I
just feel like when you are watching someone sling jokes, talk, do their thing, you can, like you said, you're either going to laugh or you're not going to laugh. Those are the two options. You don't get to judge. You don't get to be all huffy puffy and like be all crazy about it. Just laugh or don't laugh. Those are the things. That's it. It doesn't need to be anything more than that.
Yeah, comedy is, in my opinion, one of the last true forms of self-expression. And,
exactly.
And
it's like music. It's like...
And you should be able to express yourself in any way. I mean, I think it's good that, because there's definitely some really, scary and unfortunate things that happen out in this world, like rape and molestation and murder and all those things. But if you're able to laugh at those really horrible things, I think that's a good thing. If you can find a way to, because it's not like you're saying rape is good, like go out and rape everybody. It's you're finding a way to make light of the situation, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
You're not advocating rape. You're finding a way.
I'm not.
You're finding a way to make a horrible situation, funny and in a way to an easy way to kind of. You got to be able to laugh at things.
Well, I'm telling you, man, it did. Anyway, yeah. Well, I have been accused of a lot of stuff, but honestly, guys, I never raped anyone.
Yeah,
I never robbed anybody.
Such a mellow joke.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate, that it spiraled into that chaos.
It could have been like the 3 C's: cuisine, cocktails, and chloroform.
Right. Yeah. Like, it could have been anything.
Oh, Sarge, that is funny, man. Oh, dude, that is funny. Wow, see? That's funny.
You're going to get so much crap now when we post this episode. You're going to get so much hate on your Facebook.
We're probably going to get the remarks.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to get so many things now.
Yes, you are. And for the record, to the listeners, this is Frankie J. I do not advocate that. I never have. I've never robbed anyone. These are all jokes. Just my skewed vision of my world. My skewed vision of my world. This is my world, and this is how I see it. Mm-hmm. And it's something to do with, and because I love everyone. I think I'm a very peaceful guy. I am.
Yes, you are, and that's the thing that blows my mind, that they would get so upset about it. Yeah. Anyways, we can start a different topic of conversation, but
Sergeant Frenzy, do not advocate rape. Do not rape people. Okay?
Exactly.
But
thank you.
Stop being a bunch of wusses, people, and just let jokes happen. If you don't like the joke,
don't laugh at it.
Get up and walk away. You don't have to say anything.
Yep.
It's not about you.
Move along.
Yeah. Get over it. Mm-hmm. Unless he raped you and then is telling rape jokes, then okay, maybe you can say something.
Yeah, then you can be mad.
Because political correctness has been thrown out the window as a result of our present president, who now openly grabs pussy.
Exactly. Yes. That's fine, though, to talk about that.
Openly.
Is he still grabbing pussies?
A thought that has never, ever, I never thought of that. Guys, I'm sorry, I've been in a lot of locker rooms, but that thought never entered my mind that I could actually walk up to a young woman, someone who I do not know, and grab them by the pussy. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I'm a little late on that.
You know what, though? I bet you JFK grabbed plenty of pussies in his day.
He probably
But
did.
I still feel like he was romantic about it in some aspect. He's still like...
He was a dirty bird.
He was a total dirty bird, but I feel like he...
But he was a good
just
dude.
Didn't grab pussy. Like he
grabbed some pussy.
He did, but he probably bought them dinner first or something.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did.
He obviously seemed like he was a straight up good dude, but he was a hornball apparently.
Oh yeah.
Well, our president said that's just locker room talk. The only thing I can say is I don't know what locker room that is, but damn it, I want to join.
Right?
I'm just saying. Man. Wow. Hey, geez. Well, I'm just saying.
Man.
For the record, I do not advocate grabbing pussies either, regardless of from our president, okay? That's totally not the truth.
Okay.
I was not there that day. So.
I was on vacation.
Yes, I was on vacation. So, guys, okay, can I ask you guys a question? Since we're on the topic, sort of.
Yeah.
What do you think about our current president, our Mr. Trump? What do you guys think?
You want to know the truth? I didn't vote for either of them.
Okay.
Ooh. What do you think about that?
My honest opinion, you helped Mr. Trump get to where he is. I'm just saying.
Maybe.
I wish you'd have voted for Hillary. I'm just saying, and then we at least have some, person of intelligence.
But I didn't like either
near
of
the
them.
red buttons. I'm sorry?
I don't feel...
I believe you.
I just don't think that you should... One, I have a hard time believing that the whole election process is legit anyways. But also, I don't think you should have to choose between two crappy people just for the sake of choosing. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
If I don't like either of them, why vote for any of them?
Right.
I'm with you. And now we have Mr. Trump. Ta-da! I love that magic trick you just did. That's a great magic trick, Robert. I'm not going to vote. Watch me pull a rabbit, an ass, out of my hat. Exactly. And here he is. His name is Donald Trump. See how that worked? I'm just saying, because now our country is being ran by a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting 4 years.
Yeah, I am not a fan.
You don't think so? You think he's going to get
impeached?
impeached?
He's getting impeached. Yeah, totally.
Yes, he will. Yeah, he will. He'll get impeached. Trust me. His own people get enough of that shit. Like, dude, you got to bounce. I'm just saying.
I mean, I guarantee he won't get reelected. People will be like, okay, we tried that out. That was interesting. Let's move on to the next guy.
Did you know that, so you've obviously probably watched like the Back to the Future movies, right?
Of course.
And I think it's the third one where they model, it's the bully from the first one that chases him in the car.
Biff.
Yeah, Biff is modeled after Donald Trump.
That's right.
Oh,
at the end where he's like in the tower and he's got the hair and like he's a total whatever. Right. It's totally modeled after Donald Trump, which is crazy to me back then.
Because that was and what was funny is that was 2015 was the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were supposed to have hoverboards. Like I'm still waiting for my hoverboard.
But it's just funny how close it was. It's 2000.
It was pretty accurate.
2015 was when that took place, and 2016 he got elected.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing is, he started with a DeLorean, and now we have Tesla. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tesla DeLorean.
I love Tesla. I'm just saying. I love Tesla, man.
Yeah.
To me, that is definitely the car of the future.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, there's some crazy things with that Tesla. It's amazing that an electric car has the kind of power that those cars have.
Yeah, and they are beautiful, man. Mm-hmm. Beautiful cars. And eventually, we'll get to that. Unless we're all going to be driving, those coal cars, clean coal, because our president's going to bring that back, and apparently we can be driving that, because that's the only fucking way they can actually bring back coal mining jobs, is we actually put them in our cars and drive with it as gasoline.
What? Clean coal? How does that work?
Exactly, because there's no such thing. What the hell are they talking about?
Coal is not clean.
But what?
You're going to filter it out or what?
You got to have some little dude in your trunk constantly shoveling coal into a furnace to keep your
apparently.
But that's not clean.
That's the only way coal is going to come back, man, because right now, we don't use that.
Yeah.
That's why there are no jobs. We don't use it.
What about like a steam-powered car?
Other countries like China use it. We can ship that out if you want. But bring it back to jobs, that's not going to happen.
Can we get like a steam-powered car or something?
Like a train, a train from back in the day?
Yeah.
They used to, what did they do? Put in like firewood to get the steam going? That's how they did that, right?
I have no idea.
Or it was coal. It was coal powered.
I don't know. No,
coal
trains,
powered. Yeah.
They had steam powered. They had like steam. Yeah, they had steam powered engines.
Yeah, but where does the steam come from?
I have no
coal.
idea.
Coal.
Yeah.
Shoveling coal. You're right.
Yeah.
Correct. But I guarantee you, Mr. Trump is not bringing back coal mining jobs. Those jobs are gone. There's no bringing back. Unless he's going to bring back, 1949, 1950. He bring that back? Yeah. But he can't. We are moving forward with clean energy. Ask, Julia with those wind turbines.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they've got to have the technology, the capability to completely get rid of the whole oil dependency on oil. I mean,
of course we can.
We've got it, but there's too much money in oil.
Mm-hmm.
Way too much money.
I agree.
They'd never give that up.
I agree. That's why Mr. Tillerson is the Secretary of State who used to run, I don't know, wasn't it Exxon?
Was it?
And he's now the Secretary of State. That should tell you something.
Oh, my God.
The CEO of the biggest oil company on the planet is now our Secretary of State.
It's ridiculous.
Ta-da.
It's ridiculous the way our government has just become this shit show. And it just every single year we just keep letting it go on the way it's going.
Yeah. Well, for the final distraction, I'm telling everyone right now, so when your listener says, wow, I remember Frankie J said that, we will be at war with North Korea within 14 months.
What?
Anybody want to make a bet on that?
That's terrifying.
No, I'm telling you, within 14 months, if not sooner, that is going to happen because Mr. Trump is going to make sure that happens before it gets too close with the Russian investigation. There's going to have to be some major distraction, and that, in my opinion, is going to be it. And when it happens, you'll be like, wow, Frankie said that was going to happen. Okay, I said it. There you go.
And I was...
Yeah, I know.
I served over in Iraq during that whole thing. I went over there in 2004 to 2006.
Wow.
When I was in the Army. And, going over there as a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed 21-year-old, you're thinking, I'm going to go make a difference. I'm gonna go there and protect our freedom, and that's what I'm here for. And you come to realize that is not the case.
No, it's not. You are there, sir, to protect the oil.
Mm-hmm.
Never forget that. There's no other reason for you to be there other than this black stuff we have in the ground. We got to make sure nobody takes that, from us. You're it.
It's so weird too because I was stationed just a few miles west of Baghdad. So all of our missions every day we were rolling through the streets of Baghdad, and for a country that has all the oil, I think I saw maybe 2 gas stations.
That's it.
Right.
They have no gas stations. You drive by a gas station and there are a line of cars miles down the road waiting to get to the pump. Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's people on the side of the road selling gas, which is illegal, and then we're supposed to arrest them if we see that. I'm like, why? Who cares if they're trying to sell gas? It's better than waiting in line you have to plan your entire day around filling up your gas tank.
Yeah.
Just to get to where you need to go. Weird.
Yeah.
So if people are gonna, go on.
Sorry.
No, you go on. No, you go ahead.
I never voted for our country to be the police of the planet. Just saying. So I say we should just stay home.
I agree.
Stay home and do our own thing. We should try to do more infrastructure of our own country because it's literally falling apart around us. I mean, literally falling apart. It's amazing that where I live, the capital of one of the richest empires on the planet, the roads in D.C. are horrible.
Are they?
There are big potholes that could literally swallow a Volkswagen.
Jeez.
But no, instead of, paving the street, I think we should make more bombs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
or more drones. We should make more drones. What the hell? Come on, man.
Yeah,
that's why
every time when you get a pay stub and you see all those deductions that have been taken out for taxes, and you have absolutely no idea where that's going, I think we should get an itemized receipt with our pay stub. I mean, you're just blindly giving money. You should be able to get an itemized receipt that shows exactly where your money went to. That's
the budget, and I think it's 14,000 pages. That'll be a lot of trees.
Did you know that there's a thing going on in Washington, D.C. called 2017 Pothole Palooza campaign?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
See? Exactly.
Yeah. It's Pothole Palooza is the district's spring season campaign to aggressively repair and expedite damaged roadways across the city. So
yes!
You can actually call in and You can complete a service request online, and you can indicate the pothole location, for example, the address/intersection, and you can describe the severity of the problem, the depth, the width, the number of potholes in one location, and a service request will be put into the tracking system, and you should receive a service request number. So
Isn't that
there's
nice?
that. And then you can also call 311 if the pothole hasn't been repaired by the specified date of completion. So there's that.
Girlfriend, y'all over that.
Yep, I'm kind of the researcher, so I find the things.
She's like our investigative journalist.
Our investigative journalist. I like that.
You should be able to, if they're not going to fix the damn potholes, you should be able to call up the city and be like, okay, obviously you have some kind of budget for, streets and infrastructure. How about give me the money, I'll go buy the equipment, I'll pave the damn potholes myself.
Exactly.
Well, plus it only takes one pothole to mess up the alignment of your car.
You could jack up
And
your
that
car.
does happen.
In 1 second,
That
like
does
literally. And we're in Minnesota, so we've got 2 seasons. We have winter, and then we have road construction season.
Winter, and then not quite winter.
And then road construction season. Because we have a lot of potholes too, but it's bad.
Minnesota, man.
Yeah.
Viking weather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are
Have
you Viking fans?
Heck yeah.
Definitely.
Yep.
Cool.
Who do you
We just signed a new
Yo-ho,
quarterback.
yo-ho.
I'm
sorry?
Who do you root for then?
The Redskins. Shut up.
Okay.
Oh, the Redskins.
Yes, Washington Redskins.
And they still get to be called the Redskins.
Exactly. We are politically incorrect.
Yes, you are.
Name team.
That's so weird.
We are.
That the football team that's from our nation's capital is called the
Right.
Redskins.
We should be called the DC Rapists. Oh, man.
The
That's
DC
right.
chloroformers.
Yeah, the DC chloroformers. I like that too. Yeah, but I think Bill Cosby already has that. So anyway, that was not right.
So, but you're a football fan then, or not so much?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, I am. Matter of fact, I have this awesome man cave. Awesome man cave, man.
Sweet.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if you go on my YouTube page, it says Frankie J's Redskins Man Cave. I did a video of about 3 minutes. It is
perfect.
awesome, man.
Oh, did you do like a Cribs episode kind of thing?
No, I just
that'd be funny.
I just videotaped my basement and I just walk you through it. You can it's self-explanatory to see it, but if you get a chance, look at it, man. It's kind of fun, I think. I'm pretty close to 5,000 views, I think.
Okay,
Nice.
very cool.
The Skin Cave.
The Redskins got Terrell Pryor.
Did they?
Ah,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice pickup.
That's
That's a good
amazing.
pickup.
Didn't you? Because you guys lost Deshaun Jackson and Pierre Garçon,
Right.
didn't you? That sucks.
Right. Yeah, man. We gave away our best players. Why? I have no clue. But you know,
because the Skins
I'm not
are
the
on-
owner.
I know, but the Redskins are on their way up. They were vastly improved this year.
Yes, we have. And I'm hoping we get back to the playoffs. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, I'm a Nats fan, so there you go. The Washington Nationals are a baseball team. So
Oh, baseball. Okay.
yeah, because the baseball season started yesterday.
Yep. And
Yeah. So
they also picked up John Sullivan, former Viking.
Oh, nice.
see
Uh-huh.
from your team.
Yeah.
How
Yep.
about that?
Yep.
Wow.
I like
We'll be sending them back. Don't worry.
Sully.
Sully.
Sully. Yeah, I like seeing all the movement in the NFL. It's exciting
Yeah,
to
we
me.
caught him. I met him last year at that draft party.
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Sullivan.
that's good. John Sullivan.
You went to a draft party, you say? Wow.
Yeah, it was fortunate. My uncle is kind of has found a way to become kind of a big part of the Vikings organization.
Affiliated with it.
Yeah, he's got he's in that Vikings World Order. It's
wow!
Like a super van group, and he's got this whole persona. If you've ever seen, he's been in commercials for the Vikings and stuff. He's got this thing where he's known as Sir Voorhees because all the
Voorhees.
Yeah, all the people that are you have to be inducted into this Vikings World Order, and you have to have you have a name, and it's always you get knighted in, and so everyone has like a Sir, something as their name, and his is Sir Voorhees, and he's a big dude, like 6'3", 300 pounds.
Wow, yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, and he wears this customized Jason Voorhees mask. The hockey mask. Yeah, it's all he has. Like he has multiple ones that have been customized with custom
spray
paint jobs
painted.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
very cool.
And
the
he
thing
carries
too
a big
is
machete, and he wears like the tattered jacket.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And they tailgate and stuff. But the big thing about it too is though they do a lot of charity. For if you're in the
it's a legitimate organization.
Group. Yep, you do a lot of charity
neat,
stuff.
Man.
Yeah,
it's cool. But he got
That's
tickets.
Right.
He got tickets to it's like an invite only draft party that Kyle Rudolph was throwing for last year's draft. And it was cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I got to go with him, and there was a ton of Vikings players there. And instead of the kind of, like you're used to going to, a meet and greet with players where they're just behind a table and they'll sign something for you and take a picture, it was at a bar, a closed bar, and you got to sit there and drink and just mingle and talk with all the players. They were just sitting there drinking, and it was like a little party. Mm-hmm. So you got to
man, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, you got to go up and just like actually sit down and like chat with them and hang out with them as if you just bumped into them at the bar. It was really cool. It was intimate. It was really cool.
So, what is your drink of choice there, Sarge? Your beer, man, wine, vodka, bourbon.
I'm a whiskey guy myself. I like a good
whiskey,
bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
whiskey
like.
Guy.
It's got to be a whiskey from either like an Irish whiskey or like an American whiskey. I do not like Canadian whiskey. Blah.
No Canadian whiskey.
No thanks. Like a Windsor. Ugh.
No, ew.
Oh my gosh.
What about you, Frenzy?
I'm a vodka girl.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I know I like you for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
When we podcast, like right now, we're drinking vodka right now.
Yeah, because that's
cool,
that's what
me,
I
man.
buy.
Yeah.
I'm a vodka drinker. I prefer Stolichnaya. Stoli.
That's Stoli.
Grey Goose.
Grey Goose
Kettle
is good.
One.
Kettle One. Yep. We've got a couple good vodka places that are made in Minnesota. We've got Prairie Vodka, which is like organic, which is like hipster, fancy, whatever, but it's good. And then Tito's, which is like supposedly like the gluten-free.
Is it?
Vodka,
Mm-hmm.
and then Ciroc, which is like P. Diddy's vodka. It's made from grapes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who loves apple Ciroc, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
But, vodka's my jam. Usually soda water. Tonight I'm drinking it with Diet Sunkist lemonade.
So weird.
Yeah.
If you aren't much of a whiskey man, though, but you ever get a chance to try Two Gingers Irish whiskey, it's
Iris?
Iris
or Irish?
Irish.
Uh-huh.
It's distributed only in Minnesota, as far as I know. It's but it's imported from Ireland.
It's good.
It's an Irish whiskey, and it's called Two Gingers, and it has like two redheads on it. The gingers, and it is very good. It's
as opposed to Two Marianne.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice. Yeah, that one didn't roll off the tongue as well. They wanted to go with Marianne, but they're like, we'll just do Ginger.
Ginger's better.
Yeah.
She was the sluttier one anyway.
Yeah, but everyone...
Yeah, I don't know. Ginger smoked a lot of weed, so I don't know.
Yeah, right?
Did she?
She wanted to be... She was like the one that wanted to be like Marilyn Monroe. Kind of.
Yeah.
That was like her kind of character.
Did she smoke weed on that show?
They didn't smoke weed on Gilligan's Island.
She smokes weed.
Yeah, in real life.
Smoking weed.
Is she still alive?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think she is. I think Mary Ann is.
That show would be... How cool would that show have been if they had got stranded on that island and they found just this giant crop of marijuana plants? They're like,
oh, wow.
All right, we're going to be here a while. That's cool.
Her name is Tina Louise, and she died in 2014.
Tina Louise was
2014
Ginger.
was Ginger.
I'm talking about Mary Ann.
Oh, you're talking about Mary Ann.
Mary Ann smoked the weed.
Oh,
Ginger did not.
Mary Ann smoked the ganj. Okay.
Really?
Mary Ann smoked the weed. I think Mary Ann is still alive.
Because she was like the cute little like girl you take home to meet mom, right?
Right,
Yeah.
the girl next door, Mary
That's
Ann. Ginger
funny.
was a long, tall actress.
Yeah.
Yep, she's still alive.
Yeah. See, Mary Ann, she still smokes weed.
That's awesome.
Dawn Wells.
Don Wells, exactly. Her name, Don Wells. Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she still looks relatively cute.
She-
For an
Yeah.
old woman.
Yeah,
I think she's in her 70s now, I think.
She's
70s?
70.
Oh, yeah.
She was 75 in 2014, so she's 78 now.
That's a good looking
Yes.
78-year-old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe a little plastic surgery, but like,
she's had some work done, but
but not horrible.
she looks good for her age, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I'm like in my 70s and 80s, and I'm gonna get high every day, and I'm gonna go shoplift.
Why?
Are you going to shoplift food from the gas
High
station?
every day, but what's the purpose of shoplifting?
Right?
I don't get that.
Just food? You're going to shoplift food?
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
Hot Pockets?
Something. I'm just gonna go and like run amok because I'll be
Yeah.
old and retired.
Oh,
and
run
be-
amok.
Yeah. Maybe not necessarily shoplifting, but something. I'm just gonna like
Well,
cause
you're-
disturbances because I'll get bored.
Yeah, you'll get bored, but we should probably take away your license and just like
Yeah.
have you get a hover around or like
Yeah.
a scooter.
Don't let me drive when I'm
No.
in my 80s.
No.
I agree with you there.
There's so many people that should not be driving when they're old. It's scary. And I feel like it's because like their kids or like their relatives are like, oh, we don't want to take away his freedom. It's all that he has. You're gonna kill somebody. Like,
Well, you should just have them. You should just have to, take a driver's test every. Well, that's what the weird thing is. Is a lot of states are different.
like
when it comes to
Arizona,
driver's
you
licenses.
only have to take it like every 8 years. So I mean, think of it. You're 70 and then you are 78. Like a lot of things happen
in
between
Arizona.
then. Yeah.
I think it's even longer than that, isn't it?
I want to say it's 8 years. It could be longer.
Because we don't in Minnesota. Our driver's license expire every three or 5 years.
I think it's 4.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But we don't have to retake a driver's test.
No, you just have to take the eye. Well, you still have to take an eye exam to make sure that you can fucking see what
That's
you're
true.
doing.
That's true. I don't know how I.
I'm
passed.
surprised you passed yours.
I don't know how I passed. I can barely see.
Yeah, you're blind.
I'm so blind.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
really
You would
nearsighted.
think for old people, once they get so old they can't drive, that Social Security should start an Uber.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a
Wouldn't
good
that be cool?
idea.
That would be like the best ever.
Uber Senior.
I'm just saying.
You should Shark Tank that.
Geriatric Uber. I'm gonna start it.
Geriatric Uber.
We could
Exactly,
call it.
man.
We could call it Juber. Well, no, that's kind of bad. That sounds like Jewish. Whoopsies! I didn't mean that.
Like,
Oh, it's Uber.
how come you only give Jews rides? What's that all about?
Oh, as soon as it came out of my mouth, I was like, that was not good.
Juber. What the fuck?
That was good. That was funny.
Juber. She said Juber. Oh my gosh.
How about Jerry Burr or something? I don't know. Whatever. I'm trying to find the Arizona. So it's every 12 years in Arizona.
Yeah, that's weird.
And but in Arizona, your driver's license is valid until you're 65.
Oh, really?
So after 65, you have to like do. You're basically like, I don't know if they just say like you're done. I guess I don't know what that means.
What?
Your Arizona driver's license is valid until you're 65 years old. During this time, you will not need to renew your license. However, you will need to visit an Arizona DMV office every 12 years to update your photo and take a vision exam. And that's it.
Wow.
But it doesn't say anything about when you turn 66, what happens. Like, they just murder you.
They kill you. Yeah,
They're like, you're done. Goodbye.
Man, you made it just toilet green. I was okay. And we all eat you. I have no idea.
Right?
Yeah.
You turn into a zombie.
You have to. We just let you wander off into the
Zombie
desert.
apocalypse.
Yeah. Or we drive you out to Sedona and leave you there by yourself.
If you make it back, alive, you can have.
You can have your license back.
Yeah. You gotta earn that
But
shit.
you think about it, though, a lot of people in their 60s do walk like they're zombies. Just saying. Seriously, they do.
60's not that old. 60's,
Come
that's
on,
not
man.
that old. It's not that old.
Yeah, well.
It's not. My parents are in their 60s and they're
they're
pretty
spry.
pretty spry and
Yeah.
Spry. See, you only say that by old people. Old people are
Well, what are we supposed to say? They're kind of slowing down.
No. You said it.
Energetic?
Young people are energetic. Yeah, but old people are spry. Well, see, that's just so racist.
It's super racist.
Ageist. That's ageist.
Okay.
When I'm old like that, I'm going to take naps, like, on the regular.
Oh, not me.
I'm
afraid I'm going to die in my sleep.
Well,
when
you need to have a better diet then.
My goal is to live to be like 120-something.
Oh,
so that I can say I've lived in 3 different centuries.
Wow.
How cool would that be? So I was born in 83. So if I make it to...
Still a baby.
What I got to make it to? If I can make it to 2100.
Oh, jeez.
The year 2100. Is that possible? I'd have to be like 117.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Wow.
It's possible.
That's
it's
a lot.
possible.
Yes.
Especially,
it's possible.
Especially with all the drinking and smoking that I do, I could make it.
Oh, yeah. That's totally going to be, like, totally on your side for that situation.
All the junk food and stuff I eat. Yeah, I'll make it. I'll make it in spite of my lifestyle.
You probably will.
You look at those people that run 12 miles a day and eat nothing but kale shakes, and they die when they're 35.
Yeah.
It's weird.
When
it's your time, it's your time. That's all it is.
You got somebody who chain smokes and drinks all day, every day, and they live to be 90-something.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I don't get it.
Exactly. So, well, when the Lord calls, you have to answer.
Exactly.
He just calls at different times.
Yep. And I think it has to do with the Lord calling you, and then also your genetics. Genetics play a big part.
Genetics. Yeah.
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 I think I could get genetics.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
How old were your grandparents? Do you still have grandparents that are alive?
On my dad's side, both grandparents are still alive. How
old are they?
I don't know. 70s?
No way.
70s, probably. 80s, 70s.
How old is your dad?
My dad was 22. I'm 33, so he's like 55.
Okay.
Wow.
So they're probably like 75 to 80.
Yeah, something like that. They're still alive. My mom's side, grandfather's still alive. Grandma died, but she drank and smoked all day, every day. She lived way longer than she should have.
How old was she?
I don't know, 70-something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she rode that life hard. I mean, she rode it till the wheels fell off, and then she put new wheels on, and then rode those till those fell off.
That's funny. I have one grandma left, and she is going to be 94 in July.
Wow.
And her mother lived to be 102.
Is that on your mom's side?
My dad's side.
Great genes.
Your dad's side. Okay.
Great genes.
Yep, my dad's side.
Wow. Yeah, those jeans look good
You
on
have good genes, man.
Those jeans look real good on you. They make your ass look great.
Yeah, duh. Plus the spots that I have.
See, Frank, you've got one of those laughs that just makes me giggle, dude.
Yeah, your laugh is funnier than the joke. I love it. It makes my heart so happy. You know what else you could do? And I don't know if you've ever explored this option, but you have like one of those voices too, where I feel like you could do like voiceover stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever explored that option?
I very, very little. Very little, but I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that, but very little.
You should try it.
I mean, you could just sit on your couch in your underwear and like record some stuff. That'd be perfect.
Like what I'm doing right now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Try to sell us like a lawnmower or something right now.
First, do you need a lawnmower? I'm just asking. Because normally with a lawnmower sale, you would actually go to the door and knock. Mr. Sarge, your neighbor, Mr. Johnson, had just purchased this fabulous lawnmower. You see how nice and plush its grass is, and yours looks like crap? You need a lawnmower. Exactly.
You need to invest in one of these.
Yes. 10 speeds. You can ride it like a bike. Yeah. As a matter of fact, that's what it is, a bike.
And if you buy one now, I will throw in a leaf blower or a hedge trimmer. You get to pick.
Or some duct tape.
Yeah, or some duct tape.
It's also duct tape. Man, duct tape.
Buy buy the new snapper riding lawnmower and get a free roll of duct tape.
And the weird thing, though, man, that joke has gotten around so much that some of my friends, I'm on set, they will walk up to me literally and hand me duct tape and then just start laughing.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
No, seriously, it's got really weird now.
That's awesome. I love the joke, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it too.
That's a good joke.
I would make you like a can koozie for your cocktail glass made out of duct tape. Be like, here you go, I brought you something.
Thank you. That would be so cool.
Or a coaster, a duct tape coaster.
Duct tape
You
culture.
can use duct tape for so many things.
That's what I do.
Yeah, you can.
On all my first dates, I carry a rag in my pocket and I'll take it out if the date's going well, and I'd be like, hey, tell me, does this rag smell like chloroform?
Yeah, that's why it's shocking to me that you actually have a girlfriend.
Oh,
It never
man.
works. Never works. They never smell it.
Oh, wow. Man.
All right, you want another one?
Yeah, do you want? I'll be the bartender if you want.
You want to? You want to mix another drink?
I'm better at it than you, I think.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
One more drink. Mm-hmm. Are you drinking right now, Frank?
Well, unfortunately, as I said, I'm Catholic, and I gave up drinking for Lent.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, okay.
So I got, I think, 12 more days before I can start drinking again. So
Yep, you got until the
Yeah.
16th.
yeah.
Yep.
So
See,
there you go.
You grew up Catholic, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to Catholic school
She did.
till 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah. But my parents weren't like super religious. It was just more because I grew up in South Minneapolis, which isn't a horrible area by any means, but it was more my parents. Because I always brought up this question to my parents because I went to Catholic school. I have two younger sisters. They did not go to Catholic school. They went to public school. So I said, well, why?
So they were
why?
Satan then.
Well,
Yeah.
basically, but I said, why did they get to go to public school and I had to go to Catholic school? And I loved it. I'm still in contact with a lot of people
Like,
from back
we
then.
loved you more.
They're like, because you needed it. We knew that you needed it. But it was more just because where we were living at the time, the school districts were not that great and whatever. So, and my dad went to Catholic school as well. He was raised Catholic and actually went to like a boarding school. Like lived in high school, he like lived there.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. And his brother went to seminary school to become a priest, and then that didn't end up happening. But
Crazy.
anyway, but I don't know. I'm appreciative of that. I mean, I went to school with like the same like 25 kids in my class. Some years we'd have 18, some years we'd have 23. It was not very big. But then I transitioned to public school in the middle of 8th grade. We moved, and then transitioning from that was a kind of a different experience, but it was good. I made it out all right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you turned out all right.
Yeah, it was good. I got to see both
Yeah.
sides.
I think you're pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Well, I was raised a Southern Baptist,
Oh.
South
Ooh.
Carolina, ta-da. Anyway, yes. And when I met my present wife, who was raised Catholic, I got converted.
How fun!
So here I am.
How fun is it growing up in a Southern Baptist church?
Oh, the music has
was-
got to be so much better. I feel like.
I mean, when
the
you see
choir.
we see in the movies, is it true? Like what you see in the movies, how the energy and stuff that you see.
Yes. Yes. There's a lot of jumping and shouting,
Yeah.
singing. A lot of that.
That would make you want to go to church. I would think. Like, yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yes.
Instead
I
of
enjoyed it.
Instead of a lot of times going to church and you're like, oh my god, when is this gonna be over? You know, you're just trying to stay awake. I know when you're a little kid, church is not fun.
Right.
But a Southern
now-
Baptist church, like, I would look forward to that. I'd be like, heck yeah, we're gonna do some singing.
There's a lot of that shouting.
I'm gonna work
And
up a
occasional
sweat.
fainting.
Yeah.
There'll be people fainting, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally fainting, yes. From all the jumping and shouting.
Yeah.
They get the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, you get like a cardio
Yeah.
workout.
Yeah, man. We did. And back then,
Just water.
we had, separate churches. So in separate schools till I got to 10th grade. Before that, we're all segregated.
Really?
Yes.
When was this?
Well, I graduated from high school in 1972, but in the late 60s, things were a little,
Different.
much.
Churches were still segregated then, huh?
In South Carolina, yes. Yes.
No matter
it
what
was.
the religion, they were segregated?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. South Carolina, you have to understand. South Carolina in the late 60s, yeah. It was that sort of place.
Crazy.
But anyway, when I moved here, I met my current wife, and she was born and raised Catholic, and we got converted. Well, I converted.
You converted.
So,
So you got baptized?
Yeah. No, I didn't have to, because I was baptized once as a Baptist.
Okay.
And I didn't have to go through that ritual again, but I did have to go through confirmation. That took some time in doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to get my first, because my present wife is actually my second. My first wife, I had to get an annulment from her, and that was a little time-consuming and a lot of documents and meetings.
An annulment was that like a drunk trip to Vegas kind of thing? Like, let's get married. I love you.
No, an annulment is totally different than a divorce.
I know, an annulment, usually you're not married for long, though, right?
No, it doesn't matter the length, does it?
No, it's not a matter of length. It's like undoing it.
Right.
It sounds weird. It's like a divorce, like undoing what you did. It's
right,
undoing, because it's not actually
but you can only
viewed as a legal marriage in Catholic. Catholicism it's not.
But like an annulment, isn't there like a basic time period where like you've only been married for like a couple weeks and then you can get an annulment? Like you can't be married for 10 years and get an annulment.
An annulment is retroactive usually, so it means that an annulled marriage is considered to be invalid from the beginning, almost as if it had never taken place.
Good.
But yeah,
I know. Well, trained as a Catholic, I see.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter how long you've been married, though.
Really?
Yes.
You can be married.
It doesn't matter.
You can be married for 20 years and get an annulment.
Yep, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Well, I was married for 6 years with my first wife. For 6 years, we got an annulment. Well, 10 years later? So there we go.
An annulment basically cancels out your marriage.
I know,
a divorce is like when you get divorced. Like
I know.
You're you're divorcee for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I know what it means, but like, why wouldn't everyone just get an annulment then? If it doesn't matter how long you've been married, I thought that an annulment there was, within a certain amount of time you could get an annulment. I didn't think you could be married for 20 years and just, be like, oh, it didn't happen. I thought it had to be. I think
it depends on the state that you live in. I think there's kind of different situations that are.
Frankie, I think you should do some research on that. Now it's a good question, right?
It is a good question.
Immediately, but one day you should do that. Because I always thought it actually relates to your religion as opposed to a legal title.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, I mean, divorce is like, anyone could be like, I want to get divorced, but an annulment is more like, I don't know.
You're actually defining the previous marriage as never being legally recognized by the church. So that's why.
So it
can be at any time.
And it's basically more so because if you want to have the opportunity to remarry, you can do so in the church, and you don't have to go through all of these extra processes to make that happen.
Right. And we
Whereas
had to do
if
that. I had the annulment for my first wife, and I had to marry my second wife in church in the Catholic ceremony.
Right. So, like, if you're divorced and you want to get remarried in the church, you have, like, so my parents lived together before they were married. My mom is from Germany. She met my dad when he was in the army when she was 17, and then she moved here when she was 18. And they got married, or they lived together before they got married. They had me. They wanted to baptize me, and the church was like, you have to go through all these classes before we're going to let you have your daughter be baptized because you lived together and you were living in sin, so we can't do that. So I wasn't baptized till I was like 5, because I think they kind of like waited, but then they had to go through all that stuff in order for that to happen. But if, let's say you were a devout Catholic and you got divorced, you would probably have to go through all those other classes in order to remarry somebody else.
Exactly.
With an annulment, you are basically canceling out the marriage, and so you can just kind of, you can bypass all that stuff.
That's so weird though. If you get an annulment, they're like, okay, they actually accept, the Catholic Church actually accepts that marriage never happens.
It's different.
It seems so arbitrary.
That's what it is.
It's part of our religion. And until you get married in the Catholic Church and go through that process, the church will not recognize your marriage as being valid.
Right.
Catholics, what can I tell you?
Yeah.
We're a strange crew. You know, we're not strange. We're just
Well, but and then
following
and it depends on the
precepts
state
of our
law
religion.
and like your particular situation. If there's like physical, emotional abuse or desertion, like a spouse abandons the other one, or there's adultery. But depending on your situation, the church will kind of decide, or I don't know, help you to see like what and determine like what you should do, if you should do an annulment or a divorce.
Interesting.
Or an exorcism, just depends.
Or an exorcism.
This is the only way I can get rid of this woman. I'm possessed by this woman. The power of Christ compels you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
So, okay, guys, so where are we?
Yeah, we're like
looking at
almost
my-
2 hours in.
We're at
Yeah, because I'm looking at my
we're at a
phone. I'm at 1:44,
Yeah.
hour and 44 minutes.
Yeah, we're a good
You think-
hour and a half into this. Should we wrap this thing up?
We probably should.
Yeah, so you guys have enough material, I hope.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
got
yeah.
some good stuff. I mean, all of the things we've talked about, like this whole thing tomorrow is going to be
We've had a blast.
posted. And you've been so fun to talk with. And I can't believe it's already
Thank
been
you.
an hour and 45 minutes. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like that at all.
So tell our listeners and your fans where they can, where can we see you in the near future, and where can they find you online?
You can find me online on Facebook as Frank James.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da! On Twitter, it's at FrankJ568.
Okay,
I don't know if I'm following you.
And
I gotta follow you right now.
you got, okay.
Hold on one sec. Let me Frank James Frank J 568, right?
Yep.
Right, yes, at FrankJ568 on Twitter.
I was looking for you earlier and I couldn't find you. 568.
And then you're also on Instagram at FrankJ568.
Boom, there he is.
Correct?
YouTube,
Correct?
comedian Frankie J.
Correct? How'd you get all this stuff? You guys know me very well, apparently.
Yeah, I stalked you, so
Well,
that's why.
what you'll notice is that when it comes to the structure of our show, we are very on the ball, and we make sure it's a nice, tight, professional operation that we run here. But as you can tell, once we start recording, we're completely freeballing it.
Yeah.
We're just winging it.
Cool.
We like to keep things nice and professional with the show, but once we actually get into the conversation, we're just having fun.
That's because I'm anal and I have
Cool.
to be organized and
Yeah.
like have to have things in order.
Well, my next TV appearance is actually again on TV1 on another episode of For My Woman, where I play the lead detective and I get to bust the perps.
Yes, you do. That's awesome. Okay, I'm super excited
We're
for
definitely
that.
going to tune into that.
Yeah, so April 17th on a Monday at 10 o'clock, TV1. April 17th.
April 17th. Check it out.
Beautiful. Do you have a website?
He does not.
No, I do not have a website.
Frank, get a
I'm still
website,
old
dude.
school. Yeah, people tell me that.
You need a website, my friend.
Well, Sarge, I'm going to take your advice and get myself a website.
They're cheap.
I'll make one for you.
Go on like Squarespace. They're like $20.
Yeah, I made ours.
You did?
Yeah, in like
okay,
2
from
hours.
my Squarespace?
Yep, Squarespace. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're cheap these days. And
And-
Frenzy can help you out if you need
I'll help you, for sure.
logistics on how to figure it all out and build it. But it's
Frenzy, will you do that, please? Wow,
Absolutely. Heck yeah, I will.
she built ours,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I
Wow.
think that's good because then you can have a one place where people can see all, like your video clips, your all the acting you've done, your gigs, things like that.
Well, and it's nice
that
because you can
have
link your YouTube, you can link your Facebook, you can link your Instagram.
Oh,
It just has the
cool.
little icons. You just click on them. You can post videos of your stand-up. You can post videos of your acting stuff, like clips and stuff like that, and
You
just
can
have
have-
it all in
wow.
one place.
And then
you
have
can
a calendar
You can
of-
create a calendar of things that are upcoming that you have going on. So, message me. I'll help you figure it out.
I'm going to do that. Thank
Okay.
you, Frenzy. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
of course. So one last thing.
Yes?
Cherry blossom time, has it happened already out there? Because like Washington
actually
D.C. is like a
started-
cherry blossom kind of thing, right?
Right. The cherry blossoms, actually, they started about a week and a half ago, And unfortunately, we just had a really bad storm 2 or 3 days ago, and it kind of blew away a lot of the blossoms. But there's still some, but some got blown away, so that happens.
Someday I'm going to be there for the cherry blossom thing. Like,
you know what? If you've ever come, friends, you got to come here.
Of course. Yeah, absolutely.
No, seriously. My wife and I live here. We live alone. We have 3 extra bedrooms. Man, you can come hang out with us.
Yeah.
Perfect. As a matter of fact, I'll show you around.
We can drink some vodka and go check out some cherry blossoms.
Hell yeah.
Yes, and a couple of monuments. Let me know, please.
Yeah, I would love it.
And I'm going to jump into that reflecting pool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get arrested.
Okay.
Take a selfie with Abraham Lincoln. What up?
Yeah, we come out to D.C., we are definitely going to hook up with you, my friend. We'll get in contact with you.
Okay. All right, Sarge.
That'd be fun.
Francie, I'll see you guys.
Yeah. So
All right.
let me know about the website thing. I'm gonna message you in like a week if I haven't heard from you. I'm gonna be like, get on that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get on you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you,
Awesome.
Lord. I'll see you
Perfect.
guys.
All right, Frank. Thank you so much, my friend.
All right.
Thanks, Frankie
All right,
J.
see you.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
I developed a guaranteed method to get you sex on the first date. I call it the Frankie J 3D method. The 3Ds are dollars, drinks, and duct tape. Lots of duct tape. And guys, you would think that women would get a little nervous when you show them that big roll of duct tape. But you'd be surprised at how cooperative they are, man. Really, especially after you taste them the first time.
It's outro time, Francie.
It's time for the outro.
Let's do the outro. All right, that was our guest, comedian and actor Frank James.
AKA Frankie J.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Super duper fun.
You guys can probably tell the drinks were flowing.
Yeah.
We were giggly.
Right?
We were having a good old time.
Yes, it was an amazing time, but also because Frankie J, aka Frank James, is an awesome guy.
Yeah, love that time. I had a great time. Super duper fun. All right, what do we got coming up this month in April?
We are off for the next week.
Yeah, we have our week off.
Well, kind of. On Wednesday, we have Andrea Harkins with our dear friend and fellow podcaster, Larry Roberts, is going to co-host that episode with us.
Yeah, Andrea Harkins, the martial arts woman.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We had Kempo girl, now we got martial arts woman.
Yep. And Larry Roberts is about to launch his new podcast, Readily Random.
Yeah, on the 17th?
The 17th.
April 17th.
Next Monday.
And we have a show that day, too, with veteran Dwayne Perro and guest host
Doc Collins.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
And Doc was a previous guest of ours as well, so looking forward to that episode.
Coming back.
And then on the 18th, that Tuesday, we have Mike Paramore, comedian, on that day. And then we've got some more coming up, but you're going to have to wait and see what those are.
Just be patient.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You want to give any more shout-outs?
I would always like to do a shout-out to Dat Fan.
Dat Fan. Love Dat Fan.
Who just wrapped up his Laugh-In Comedy Cafe the beginning of the month, and then also was that Pachanga? I think that's how you say it, if I'm not saying it right. Casino. This past weekend, so he's been a busy guy.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully he's gonna get some sleep now. So what up, Dad?
What's up, Dad? And I always got to give a shout out to Mr. Kevin Goatee, host of Comics Watching Comics.
Yes.
Go check out that awesome show on YouTube. Go check it out right now.
Yep, season 4.
Just wrapped. Yeah,
Yep.
just finished season 4. Comics Watching Comics on YouTube.
Check it out.
All right, and while you're at it, go over to National Survival Center. That's our sponsor. Check those guys out. They got all the gear that your little heart desires if you want to go do some outdoorsy stuff like camping or you're stocking up for the zombie apocalypse. They got all of it. Knives and swords and machetes and fire starters and survival food, tents and sleeping bags, and I could go on all night.
Yeah, anything you may need if you get kicked off a United Airlines flight. You might need some food to survive in the airport if they kick you off. So there's that.
You're making a reference to that video you showed me earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check them out. They got free shipping on everything except survival food, and it's going to be cheaper than anywhere you're going to find on the internet, and definitely cheaper than the big box stores.
Absolutely.
Top of the line gear, hand tested, mother approved.
Mother approved.
Sarge approved.
Frenzy approved.
Yeah.
It has all the approvals.
So go check it out. You can find us online on Facebook.
Yep. Our website, www.sargeapproved.com.
We're on Twitter, @SargeApproved. Go follow us. You can check out all our episodes on Spreaker,
iTunes,
Google Play Music.
We're also on Instagram.
And
Twitter.
Twitter and Stitcher. I said Twitter. Stitcher. We're now on Stitcher, apparently.
This is a new thing.
Yeah. And on YouTube. You can just type in Sarge Approved. You're going to find us.
Yeah, we're pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. We're like a virus spreading into your consciousness. All right. So we are going to play this episode out by one of our favorites.
Yes.
Caleb Lamond.
Yes.
It's a little song called Life Taught Me.
I love it.
Love it. All right. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks, you guys. Bye.
Later, fuckers.
The good teacher once taught to love others as you love yourself. But I'm just wondering, what about those who struggle to love themselves? Like, hey, so I'm feeling pretty good today. And life taught me, don't trust that good to stay. And if it don't, then at least I know that love's the reason we are broken. But hey, man, I'm feeling pretty good today. Real life, not everyone got parents to love them. Not everyone got a shoulder to lean on when they struggling. We ain't all got people to hug us. Even get told enough that we important and worthwhile, but it don't mean we aren't. Trust me, I know the story, cause I have lived the story in me to tell you that even never communicated you are worthy of love. You're worthy of kindness and the patience. You a dream that is worth chasing and an endless inspiration. And if anyone's is different, well fuck them cause they clueless. The obstacles learn to use them till we grow enough to lose us. Security of the demons are quietly a word of the spirit. Say I'm full of so much bullshit and I'm just so tired of hearing how I ain't good enough. These motherfucking lies, y'all don't know me. Plus the doubt and fear shit is so tired that I'm done with y'all. Cause I don't need your help, and if no one else will do it, I'ma learn to love myself. Like, hey, so I'm feeling pretty good today. And life taught me, don't trust that good to stay. And if it don't, then at least I know that love's the reason we are broken. But hey, man, I'm feeling pretty good today. I don't know if I'm a lyricist, but when I hear this shit, best believe every last soul will be cheering it. There will be warriors and the unseen stars rally around this flag of freedom that we chase from our hearts, and together we will stand. I'm linked hand in hand, cause we finally found the people whose souls we understand. They've experienced the pain of sleepless nights and lonely days. If you haven't found us yet, please keep searching, it's not in vain. We will wait for you, we won't take from you. Only accept your battered soul as gratefully as we accept our own. Together we'll build a home that we can share with love. None of us will be alone. Besides, what other choice do we fucking have? Life is too good to burn the bear without others who will grab the pieces that are wearing out and threatening the shadow. Who will share our tears and laughter just to help hold us together. Like, hey, so I'm feeling pretty good today. And life taught me, don't trust that good to stay. And if it don't, then at least I know that love's the reason we are broken. But hey, man, I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good today. Like, hey, so I'm feeling pretty good today. And life taught me, don't trust that good to stay. And if it don't, then at least I know that love's the reason we are broken. But hey, man, I'm feeling pretty good today. So in conclusion, as the final bars of this play out, I just want to say, fuck fear and fuck shame. Cause to me, those are the two greatest inhibitors to humanity's progression as a whole. but also on an individual level. Because they dictate so much of what we think about the world around us, and ourselves, and the people around us, and how we respond to those people. And it brings nothing good into the world. It just fucking deteriorates and brings death to every situation. And it starts with us. It starts with how we look at ourselves. And so I'm just telling you, like, do not feel shame over any portion of your story. Not a fucking chapter, not a page, not a word. Like, own that shit. That's your fucking life, and you are brilliant. And that's my shit. I mean, that's all it really is. May peace be with you wherever you go. May love surround you and lighten your load. May clarity find you at every crossroad. May your journey be mindful and your mind full of hope. Peace and love.